Hi, I'm Martina. Welcome to Magnetic Clarity. I'm a kinesiologist. I use tarot to explore downloads that will help us cultivate the life we want. Hi, everyone. So I thought I would do a zodiac check-in. Hopefully keeping them short just so that you can get in, get out. And we're just going to touch on all areas of, our human lives, like money, love, career, the basics. But if there is a stronger message that doesn't fall into those sort of titles, then, the message is what the message is. I believe all readings are timeless. So just remember, energy is energy, and take what resonates and leave the rest. Hi, Scorpio. So this is your stone. Green malachite with actually lots of blue turquoise. Okay. And we have Scorpio. I'm not here for your entertainment. I don't care how you view me. If I don't have a care for you, then basically you are nobody. Ooh, okay. And we have the empty room. We have otter energy. Blind spots, we have receive love. I'm seeing a bird in a cage, obviously, and an empty room. Okay, and meridian energy, central meridian. What small subtle thing do you need to release, or do you feel connected? In what way? Okay. Tarot, we have Father of Cups. We have Three of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. We have the Magician. And we have Patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. Okay. I'm also going to get essential oil to help tune into the emotional part of the reading for Scorpio. A lot of masculine energy here. It's interesting. Okay. Can we get an oil for Scorpio? Oh, thank you. Cedarwood Atlas, Majesty. Supports when need to hold head high in face of adversity. Interesting. Number 2. It's really interesting. You've got cedarwood. This looks like an oak tree. I feel like there's some mountains to climb, or you've been climbing some mountains. Cedarwood. Well, the first message I'm getting is that all the animals in these cards are facing the future. So I feel like with receive love, but this bird in a cage, it's like the bird is ready to set free, or maybe the bird is already outside of the cage. It just needs to take that one step forward, following its heart, I want to say. Receive love. Okay, and then we have this empty room. I mean, this empty room could be many things, right? It could mean that's how you've been feeling. There's just this void that you haven't been able to fill, or that you're choosing to go into a blank canvas stage of your life. It's like almost throwing everything out that doesn't serve you. Or maybe, there's been a situation where you have felt like you've maybe been left with nothing, that start again energy, starting from scratch. But I feel like you're in a space for a more empowered version of that story. So maybe that's why the patience card is showing up as well. And the central meridian is like connecting to yourself. I think you've had to do that for some period of time. So maybe there has been some adversity and you've had to hold your head high, but I feel like you're in those big energies now. It's like you're starting to see the possibility of a new future. I think with otter energy, it is that childlike, excitable, joy energy. It's playful. It's like a spark of fun. You're starting to see a new way of being for yourself. So whatever is being removed from your life by choice that you've made or by the choice of others, it's that you are okay with that. And I feel like this stone is mimicking this transformation that you have already started to feel within yourself. I feel like it's like you've somehow absorbed all of that pain and transformed it within you. Whether that's been a physical pain, mental pain, emotional pain, whatever you've had to have patience about, because it has been a tough time and there has been mountains to climb. I feel like you have resurrected. You have started from scratch, and you're starting to build your vision for the future, the freedom you're seeking. And maybe it's not physically manifested yet, but that you've been building the tools within you to sort of see this new future, and you've just been waiting for the energy to shift in your favor. And I feel like that is what it is. I feel like you've built your emotional resilience. You've kind of like matured from the story. It's like you've had to take all parts of yourself and sort of rebuild and start from scratch. It's like you've done the small subtle changes to start climbing whatever this goal is that you have in mind. And maybe you thought you weren't here already, but now you're starting to trust that this is the right time. I think with Majesty and the Magician and the Emperor, it's like standing into your own power. I feel like you really have been harnessing that. And I feel like even with the message from Scorpio energy, it's like maybe you haven't been dancing to your own tune in the past, and that you have been there for the benefit of others, but now you're kind of really choosing yourself. And sometimes that happens when we've gone through some epic changes in our life. But you're definitely seeing yourself a lot more clearly. I feel like you're even learning to speak up for yourself. I feel like you've been working on your boundaries. I feel like you've decided that you will follow your heart, that you'll take steps now when they're connected to your highest version of who you are. You're definitely coming into your own now. You found a way to have safety and security. You've come out of that fight or flight energy. You have set some good foundations for yourself. You've learned to accept some resources around you, whether it's people, money, just whatever resources have been at your feet. You've actually taken them on. You've accepted them with grace. And you're definitely wanting to come into the light for sure. Like you've got this blazing light of sun behind you in the Magician card, and also this light around the otter, which wasn't present for you in the past. You were wondering how this was ever going to shift. I feel like these purples here are also sort of honoring the fact that you have had to go to ground and start maybe even meditating, whatever meditating is for you. I feel like with these little purple highlights, you have been channeling some of your higher self, and those whispers are getting louder. There has been that eclipse energy where you weren't sure. You were trying to project this vision forward. You were trying to manifest it, but there were times where you did doubt it for sure. So whatever this adversity was, I think it did originally allow you to feel like that you weren't receiving the love you needed or the emotional fulfillment. It could even be as simple as a career. You probably were maybe in a point where you've reached the limit of the career that you've chosen. It's not fulfilling. You want to build something of your own. You want to create something of your own. It's like you want to lead with your heart. You want to lead with your emotional fulfillment. So maybe it is start again energy, and it's like you have to tap into that inner child, the one where you arrived with all of those gifts within you, the ones that you've forgotten about, but the ones that are calling you forward. So, yeah, I definitely feel like this is either a love or a career change or a sea change of some kind. There's definitely been it's kind of like a huge lesson that's shifted your whole timeline now. It's been a long time waiting, and that's why you've had to develop this patience around you. But I also think that's kind of the medicine, isn't it, with the manifestation laws. It's like we can't always control our atmosphere and our landscape. We almost have to surrender to it on some level, because the minute you start to push towards it, it almost seems more out of reach, instead of just gliding through with it and just trusting whatever's in front of you is for you. But definitely things have turned a corner for sure. I feel like you are starting to even, feel a bit more financial stability within it. So whatever the dust has settled in this story, whether it was a breakup, a career change, or a new business that you're starting, I think you're starting to see the potential of it. It's like you're leaning into the abundance that it can provide, and that even if you had to start from scratch, it seems like it's going to be a quicker income stream anyway, because you're emotionally embodying what it is that's for you, and that's how it sets you free. You're no longer a prisoner to your circumstances. Yeah, interesting. But let's clarify. What does Scorpio need to do next? You have the Chariot, you have the Son of Pentacles, you have the Six of Cups, and you have the Fool card. Look, I think the cards are saying, like, you have to charge forward. It's definitely action time. So however far you are into this story of new beginnings, even I feel like you have done it emotionally first. You've found a direction you want to take, and you're starting to own that, right? Like I said before, it's like you don't know what it is exactly, but that you don't really know how it's all going to work out, but that you're trusting the emotion and the downloads that you've been receiving. You're looking at the resources around you. You're acknowledging that you have the power to do it. And now it's just a matter of dreaming. But at the same time, now the Chariot card showing up to say it's also time to take action, because you're divinely supported. And even if it feels like slow, steady steps, take them. Take those small, subtle things you need to do to either release yourself from this darkness so that you can raise your head up to what you have been dreaming and manifesting. It's like, don't look back in the past of those less inspiring moments. It's the only card that the animals got the head down to the past. It's like, take the lesson but charge forward with a brand new version of you. And there is a co-creation element here I'm seeing. Otter energy does also feel like the Six of Cups in tarot. It's that playful energy. It juices you up. It's like, it's just a natural dance for you to act and behave to your own natural gifts, whatever they are. Because that's your vitality. That's what keeps you going. That's what gives you the power to grow above the surface and start expressing it in the 3D world, because you have been charging through it with your emotional body. And so, yeah, it's the Fool card, but it's like, take a leap of faith, take a chance on yourself, on a brand new beginning, and what's possible for you. I love it. Is there anything else I want to clarify? So they're the next steps. The next steps are take action, no, undoubtedly. And what was the biggest lesson that Scorpio learned in this story? What was the biggest lesson that Scorpio learned in this? It's interesting because it's like you graduated yourself. It's like you took what you thought you knew about yourself. It's like you downloaded it and now you're actually wielding it. It's like you've graduated yourself, the school of you. It's like you're ready to now go out into this brand new timeline, new world with a totally embodied version of yourself. It's like you really grew up emotionally, mentally, however long this period has been. I can't say, because I feel like the big energies that are around you or that are part of you right now, they don't come overnight, right? So again, that's tapping onto that patience card. So it could have been like a long dark night of the soul for some. But like I said, that happens, when you hit rock bottom, sometimes that's when the phoenix rises. And so, yeah, 3 of Wands, it's like you're ready to see what else is out there. You're no longer going to look in the past. Yeah, like, 5 of Pentacles, like that energy is long past who you are now. And Mother of Pentacles, it's like that balancing co-creation of, like, although there's quite a lot of masculine energies here, I feel like the softness that you bring and this new, not naive energy, but naive in a good way, like optimistic view of yourself, is where you start to create this sort of reciprocal energy where it's like, it's not all black and white and taking action, but it's also listening to your higher self and bringing in those downloads that you had glimpses of that, pulled you out of that darkness. It's just keep following the flow of those downloads so that you can start, really manifesting what it is that you had these visions for. Okay. Let's just get some cards on what do you bring in? What is coming in for you? Just a quick highlight, just a clue of what is actually coming in your way, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles, big transformation for sure. Butterflies, yeah. Oh my God, Empress energy, there you go. Yeah, temperance, healing. It's like you're able to, you're co-creating, you're bringing in exactly what it is that you're looking for. And this could even be a brand new relationship. Maybe it's a business partner, but either way, it's a power couple, or it's just the full integration of your masculine and feminine side. It's like you totally transmute that. And I guess with this malachite crystal, that really is the power of, like a transformation stone. You're totally transforming who you are. It's amazing. I love it, Scorpio. With temperance and patience, it's like whatever sort of, yes, you're transforming the pain that you've had to endure into some catalyst for change. But it's all gifts. It's all the lessons we go through are always blessings. Sometimes it just takes us a little longer to see them in their full manifestation, but we all secretly and know that it is all part of the divine timing of things that we can't always control with our human mind, unfortunately. But that's all I have for you, Scorpio. So I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks a million.